Alright, Shalom, I'm the brother Tasiyat, coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Kadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam across the world, who are spreading this knowledge and truth and sincerity, and may the election be upon your households. Khan Shalom. Now, today I want to make a video concerning the scripture in John chapter 10, verse 16, which says, "And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold." Okay, because it stood out to me when you read this chapter. Okay, it speaks about the sheep of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and that Yahushai is the shepherd that basically keeps watch over the sheep and protects them from wolves. Okay, which the wolves are, the people that are around us, trying to do us harm, trying to cast us down. Okay, the demons, evil things, wickedness, and we as Israelites, the 1/3, okay, with 1/3 mindsets, meaning a mindset of those that want to be saved, but when destruction comes, Lord willing, we are part of that number. Okay, we as 1/3 are those sheep that Yahushai is gonna protect. Okay, or is protecting. Let me say it like that. But there is always like a discussion that Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, that he is come to save everybody, no matter if you are an Israelite or if you are an Edomite, which is a so-called white man, or Ishmaelite, which is so-called Arab, or a Moabite, which are the so-called Chinese, or Amorites, which are the so-called Japanese, and so forth. Okay, which that is not the case, that you can be saved no matter what you are. It is true that some of us don't look like the so-called typical dark-skinned slash black person, okay, which we know as the real biblical Hebrew Israelites, but we have now been scattered through across the whole world, basically. Okay, so therefore, when we mingle ourselves with these heathens, make children with them, we are not gonna look like the so-called typical dark-skinned Israelite anymore. But still, to your father's side, your bloodline might go back to the house of Israel, okay, to the forefather with the name Israel and his 12 sons, okay, to our forefather Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob. Or let me rather say Jacob, which is Israel, Isaac, and Abraham, okay. So I gave a longer intro, but the thing is, this is a discussion that pops up very often, man, okay. But to make it clear, Yahushai only comes for a certain select group out of the chosen bloodline Israel. Okay, so even though you are Israelite by blood, that doesn't mean that you will be saved. Okay, you have to do more in order to be saved, from the destruction that is going to come. So when we start our videos, right, we give double honors to the elder apostles, and we give all praises to the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And notice that I said also salutation to the sincere Akyam, which Akyam means brothers, across the world, I said, right? Why? Because we are spread across the whole world, okay? So when I read John chapter 10, verse 16, when it speaks of other sheep, it actually speaks of those that did not know that they are Israelites, okay? And need to come back to their heritage, to their inheritance. So let me start with John chapter 10, verse 15. "As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep." Now Yahushai is speaking here because it's written in red letters, of course. And he laid down his life, meaning he gave himself up for the sheep. Now, which sheep was he talking about? Okay, he's talking about the Israelites, man, the elect, basically, the 1/3 mindset Israelites. Okay, let me find a scripture in the book of Matthew. So what was it again? Lost sheep. This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, here's Yahushua speaking again, it's in red. Okay, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So, who is it talking about the sheep? The Israelites. Okay, so let's go back to John chapter 10, verse 15. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. So you're gonna be like, okay, so if the sheep is talking about the Israelites, then what is this other sheep being spoken of? Are they then heathens? Are they then other nations? No. It's basically speaking of the Israelites that are not in the known that they are Israelites. Basically, Israelite foreigners. Okay, you have Israelite foreigners. Like, for example, myself, I grew up in the land called Holland, or the Netherlands, if you want to call it. And I did not know that I was an Israelite. So in that case, it would include, me, Lord willing, that I am that other sheep, which did not know that I was Israelite. Okay, the same might be for you. Okay, you did not know that you were Israelite until you was woken up unto the fact. You see, so in this day and age, when Yahushua was speaking, he was speaking towards the Jews, which among those Jews were his disciples, were people that didn't really have heard of him, and yet the Pharisees, etc. So he's speaking to them, but basically this is also speaking of the Israelites that don't know that they are from Israel. Okay, so reading on, it says, "Them also I must bring." You see, and they shall hear my voice. So, no matter where on the planet Earth you are, if you are, first of all, by bloodline an Israelite, doesn't matter how you look on the outside, even though you look like a so-called white male, a so-called Edomite, a so-called Caucasian, a so-called Moabite, which is Chinese. Okay, you hear his voice because your spirit is from for the Most High, of course, but your bloodline goes back to Israel. So therefore, when you hear his voice, okay, you're gonna recognize it like, hey, this is where I belong, man. Or you won't, because you are not part of the elect. You're not part of the 1/3 mindset, but of the 2/3 mindset, which will be destroyed. But that doesn't mean that you are not the Israelite. That just means that you are not the one that will be saved. You also have that case, of course. So it says, "And they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd." Okay, so I tried to explain it a bit longer. But also when you go to the book of Acts chapter 2, it will show you that we were across the whole world, man. It says Acts chapter 2 verse 5, "And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven." So from all the different nations, the Jews that were in that land gathered together to come to Jerusalem. You see, so that shows you also that there were more Israelites spread across the world. Okay, this is Acts chapter 20. Let me see. Oh no, not chapter 20. I believe it's 18. Where was it again? Well, Paul basically came back. Yes, this is it. Acts chapter 21. Let me start at verse 17, but the point is in 21. You know what? Let me just read the point. Acts chapter 21, verse 21. "And they are informed of thee, that thou teachest all the Jews which are among the Gentiles to forsake Moses, saying that they ought not to circumcise their children, neither to walk after the customs, But the point is that among the Gentiles, so among the heathen nations, just like how you and I might be living right now amongst these white people in Europe, okay, but we are still descendants from Israel, right? That is then who Paul would come to and preach this word unto men, not for those that are the Edomites, but for the Israelites that live amongst these Edomites. That is what it's speaking here of, you see? So this is also concerning the other sheep, man. Is speaking of Israelites that don't know that they are Israelites. Now the last one, let me go to the book of James in the Blue Letter Bible. Oh, I don't have it. Okay, wait, Salakia. It says here, James chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Now, if you bear with me for a moment, because I really want to get that word also. Because when it says scatter abroad, it speaks about the Israelites that are basically dispersed, okay, diaspora, among all the other nations. Let's see if I can go to there real quick. Where is it? Is this it? Let me see. Yeah. So this is the word scattered abroad. Basically, it says here in the Greek, it says diaspora. And when we go here to outline of biblical usage, it says a scattering, dispersion, of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations, of the Christians scattered abroad among the Gentiles. You see, so it's still speaking of Israelites that are in the midst of these heathens. All right. So just to bring that out, because there are many more scriptures and a lot of precepts and a lot of examples you can give to show that this is only speaking of the Israelites. But I just wanted to get that point out real quick. So I hope it was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. I want to give double honor to the elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across the world who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity. May the lecture be for your households. Let me see how this ETNO here.